first video that's on the page, which is the Sony Yamaha Apple Isamiyaki Raji Sakamoto, basically breaks down the whole reason why I'm doing this in the first place. So this is not a thing that I was thinking about and it was just like a random thing. This is something I've been working on for years, since 2003, before the internet. Before the internet, I was doing other things. So we're first going to focus on the digital stuff. If you're interested to see what I'm working on right now, you feel free to zoom in and zoom out. A good starting point to building the cognizant, focused, analytical mind that we need to, because it's important, or else we lose it. And then we forget that it literally starts from home, doesn't it? It starts from home. I don't have a storyline yet. I mean, I sort of do. These characters are going to eventually save the universe, but that's the end goal. I first need to figure out how they're going to save the planet, right? Maybe they come from different parts of the planets, and then we start talking about where everybody comes from, right? I could eventually, and then how they come together as a team. I think I'm going to move things around now. So yeah, the whole motto of this is these characters coming from all parts of the world or from different planets, and they're going to save our planets, and then, yeah, all of that. I'm still writing up the storyline, but I have the characters now. And this will eventually be a digital download, and I'll have the storylines and stuff written in. Okay, so that's step number one. This is pre-created images that I've already constructed. I mean, I know there are a lot of stories that are created to save the planets, but I think if you come from a different angle, it might be kind of like an interesting approach. Oops. Digital downloads are like a thing now, right? Everybody's making money off of digital downloads. So that's the step number one. I remember I was teaching basic anime drawings and sketches, and I have all sorts of books. But that's not what I'm technically doing on my channel. I mean, I have so many things that I'm doing that I'm not focused on one particular. I've already done all of that stuff. I've done the basics and the introduction into painting on this channel. If you're interested on that, feel free to go through my playlists. I have 4 playlists. Music production, how to create music, which is the combination of the two. I have a business format, which is far more advanced. So now I have to write a storyline, right? The beginnings of where we're going to take this idea. I don't know where it's going just yet, but I'm definitely thinking about the vision, right? So this could be like the planet, right? Hold on, this is the planet. So we're saving the planet. This is like the whole universe. She's holding the whole universe in the hand. So we're going to use this as the theme, right? So I've created these images, both a combination of both by hand and with AI, and I've kind of molded the ideas together. But I had to create the vision first and the idea before I could actually like jump into manifesting it on like a 3-dimensional perspective. right? So I knew the idea of what I wanted to do for the characters, and then I wrote it down, and then I sketched out general ideas, and then I transformed that into what we have here, right? So the storyline is here, and then I modified backgrounds and I adjusted things around. So that is what we're dealing with. So you can see each character has their own kind of, I'm thinking about the storyline, I'm brainstorming it right now, but I think it's going to have something to do with saving us from destruction of some sort as humans, right? I think right now a good example of that vision is perhaps the decline in human stable minds. Like our minds have shifted because of social media, right? So we're at a stage of decline. That's where we are right now. So the whole point of, I think this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to create this as like that kind of concept, right? Our minds are completely incapable of holding focus enough to focus. So I think this will be a starting point, just like 1984 by George Orwell. In that book, I don't know if anybody's read it, but in that book, I don't have it with me. I don't know where. I think it's with my parents. But in that book, it's almost like the Matrix, right? They have like a big brother, and then at the beginning, they're trying to, like, it's a combination of both. They're trying to burn books because it's not, they don't want people to read, right? They want to be controlling people. So books are now burnt in 1984 in the book, George Orwell's book. So we're right now living what George Orwell predicted in his book, unfortunately. So now we have to reinvent what is the decline and how to reinvent the positive direction we can now take from here on out. Okay. Decline of civilization. I like it. Chapter 1. What are we going to call it? Okay. Okay, so I want to change that into a different font, maybe? Edit font. We are at a decline because social media has completely distorted our reality. Okay, so we need to switch that concept and change it. This is what this is going to be about, is that this is going to be the talk of the switch and how these people are going to come together to save the planet from complete loss. And then, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Okay, let's see what happens here. So it's no longer just playing video games, and I have heard the news about Sony and the consort and all of the stuff that's going on, but yeah, that's not really what I'm focused on. I'm focused on the construction and development of the bigger picture, which is where I guess this is going to come into, right? So this is where we're going to go. Okay, civilization. So I'm going to just put pointer ideas on here right now. I will expand the idea later. And then this could eventually be translated into different languages, I guess. Okay. Great. Great value is being lost into the abyss of technology. But because it is not being used wisely, humanity is losing control rapid and serious state of their own